Well, greetings. Alright, thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. Brought to you by Fifth Dimension. Okay, probably going to keep this one a little bit short. But been connecting, I haven't, been connected to the demonic stuff, but been connecting also to the angelic. You say the angelic connections I've been connected to before the demonic stuff, but the demonic needed to come out. But the angelic energies I've been connected to a lot longer have been kind of like connected to my origins, and also another thing of like this doesn't seem to come out in the sessions of. We'll dive into that possibly. Neutron about Syrian connections. I do have Syrian incarnations that are not good. Depends. I think a lot of it's protected actually. So they do exist. Some of them are very intense. Some of them, I think, a lot of it's protected. So not to say they're all bad, but it's just I think it links to this world to some degree. So. Because I was going to mention and go into that, and then I kind of got stopped. So, yeah. So there is a Syrian connection there that is being blocked. So it happens. Not everything's always going to be developed, brought into our environment, and also for those that feel like they have like a famous incarnation, you do have fragments of that person that you feel like you were. Not to say you might not have been, but for sure there are dimensions where you were definitely that person. You might have been in this reality. I mean, well, it doesn't matter. If it matters to you, that's okay, but it's if it's part of your life, if it's helping, then just go with it. No matter what anyone else says. Follow your own feelings of it. Because you know more yourself better than anyone else. So, a lot of the stuff, some things are blocked, some things are very clear. It's different for everybody. So with let's see here. Let's get this over. Get this part over without going to. I'm not sure what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, just real quick, this is ivantor.com. We have private sessions coming out this week. For those that are new to all this, you have learn how to channel, be bizarre. Google Hangout, Zoom, and channel by phone for those that are just for recording purposes. Questions. I'm on Sunday still. Tomorrow I'll be on Sunday, and for some, I'm still on Thursday. So we're getting there. Same situation here. When I say Thursday, I mean last Thursday. We have other channels and yours I do recommend. We have the Social Network, we have the Richie comic. The Rabbit should be coming out soon. And also we have the book coming out. I won't show it yet. That's coming out. I might do a special video on it with a link and everything when it's ready. About another week, possibly, maybe less than that. We'll see. But channeling text is already out there, but the book itself is not. So it's pretty exciting. So, all right, and more to come on that. I'm gonna take a break on channeling text because I need a break every once in a while. So, yeah, there's a lot of other hot topics coming in. That's for sure. I do make notes. I remember of stuff to channel on the demonic stuff. Definitely, I've raised into that a little bit for the channel text, but now really diving deep into it. For this one, it's going to be more of the angelic side of it. We'll go into the both connections, but for the angelic side, basically, at least of myself, like my origins before this life were. Seeming more connected to more of the angelic realms than the alien realms. Not to say I'm not connected to the alien realms, but I'm connected to all realms, I guess. But mostly it's It's like the angelic realms goes into the alien realms of whatever the hell you need to connect to. Some are incarnated directly from the alien realms, which is fine. And so they remember a lot of that stuff. Of course, some of us get our minds erased and remember shit. So I feel more connected to the angelic realms that pretty much branches into everything. Not to say those are connected to the alien realms doesn't mean you're not connected to the angelics. It's just the alien stuff is still just a hot topic, a hot connection there. So yeah, nothing wrong with that. Of course, a lot of my stuff is all hidden and shut down. I don't remember, but the angelic stuff's been coming through basically of how aliens are even being put together, created to help worlds like this one. Aliens themselves have been developed just to assist, because not even Palladians and the Syrians weren't always capable of assisting this world. New species had to be created when this Earth went into the third dimension, went into unknown territory, basically. And so, so beings, you can say technically like the Essassani beings are kind of a part of that. To give you a glimpse, in some ways the Yael is part of the Yael was created, even plays, but a whole nother species. They're not really giving the details of it. It does not say that it's that big of a deal. But just, I believe there's countless other species that were created to assist, because this world went into demonic areas that not everyone. I mean, it might be an alien being, but you don't remember everything. It's like, and your species might not allow remembering of not everybody remembers all galactic histories, so that's where the spirit world comes in to assist and works their magic. And so give you a different perspective of it as we go into, not everyone's connected to that, but many are connected to alien beings that don't have understanding, meaning that some alien beings that they have all the knowledge, like Anunnaki or whatever. I mean, some feel like the Anunnaki did this and that, whatever, and then it could be completely wrong. But that's just energy that they're connected to. So there's always going to be mystery, no matter what. Just the way it is. Even with the aliens, there's mysteries within them. There's mysteries with us, obviously. As we unravel our origins, we'll get a little bit more clear. I mean, obviously everything exists in some kind of dimension, so there is no wrong answer, really. But what matters is now, and not in the future matters, but what matters now and where we're heading, and just now means more than ever. Of course, there's no time if you want to look at it that way. Yeah. If you want to look at it that way, we're never going to get anywhere. It's like, we got to work with what we got. And we got time here, we're going to work with time. That's the thing. Some of these alien beings, or some of these spiritual beings, even some of the alien beings, so there's no time. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, are you going to help us or not? Probably not. So, there's a lot of, I believe there's a lot of beings in the spiritual world, spirit world, that are not helpful at all. They're just a pain in the ass. And some of them are here now, incarnated. So you'd be surprised. So as we unravel the third dimension, get it to fourth, 5, and 6, and so on. Many are obviously already connected to those realms already. With the angelic realms opening up the UFO or alien realms, I don't know what to call it. Alien realm probably been better, but either way. All right, one moment. Souls on this planet, yes, have lost themselves due to their own ignorance, and some, yes, feel like they have power over others. We are beings from the angelic realms. We are, yes, architects of your society. We're not really connected to any known species. You can say we're connected to all of them. But a call from your planet, your world, realize we hear you years before you say it. We see you years before you do it. We see it all. Those that us are assigned to your earth. The architect of your existence is already planned out, but not everything's 100% complete as for where you're heading. You decide. But we are here to assist in your decision making. A world like yours, to totally disconnect from the spirit world, is one that does bring us great happiness. It is not an easy one, but it is one necessary for one to find oneself. Because many beings become complacent in their knowledge, become lazy, think they know everything. And some need a great challenge to realize that you're all equal. Because many beings feel like they are better than others and become a vicious weapon. And become just very destructive to others. They figure if they're weaker, I'm powerful, I am what matters. You see your political figures do it all the time. Dick Cheney's one of them. That's one example. There are other dictators of your past, Genghis Khan is one too. There are many others. Feel like they are unbeatable and deserve immortality by the blood of others. Now, this world is to magnify their creations, meaning to see how well they can go. Because once they do these deeds, they do change eventually. So those that are in these power positions are, yes, very powerful, very manipulative. But then they see their own destruction. And it makes them rethink their own existence. And many of you come here to show these beings you can't always be powerful over others. There's many more layers to this. But seeing the blood and pain of others, these beings don't always see it. But to see it on your world is a waking up point. So there is value to your planet, but these are hard values, as you can see. But also a short life span, to be here very short, is a gift in a lot of ways, as many of you know. To not be here very long, to have a short existence here as a human, is a gift. To be here for 20 years or 30 years is all many need. Those of you who are staying here past that, yes, it is not an easy trek, but some of you are growing better at an older age. But once again, not an easy existence here. But basically, you're showing the light to society of what it's doing to itself. So many of you are here to mirror the energies of falsehoods, whatever it might be, to those that are causing problems. And some of you that are here to go after, yes, some light workers to a degree, that are very famous and popular here, that have been deceiving others for a very long time, that are very popular, is you're here to bring everyone down back to a humble vibration, a humbleness where you can see each other more clearly, and the rest of the world will hear you as the spirit world is speaking through you. As yes, you need assistance to see, because there are beings here to blind everyone. Even your David Koresh, a dark soul, yes, once again using his powers over others. And you notice this throughout your history, there's many of those. You're here to find those beings and heal them, not to judge, but to relax those manipulations. They're in government, they're yes, currently in your reality, as you can see. And even many church ministers are the same way. So yes, instead they take financial energies from other instead of bloodshed. So yes, there's a power-hungry beings here, once again, on different levels have been very powerful. They come here and do the same thing, and you allow them to do the same thing. So you can find them, point your finger at them, or 2 fingers at them, point 2 fingers, and show them what they're doing. Because you're not going to allow that on your world in your future. You're warning how to heal the mistakes of your planet. You come here to make a great amount of mistakes. Now you're here to heal them. To change your era of your ways. Your aliens do help, because yes, many of your aliens have your DNA, you have their DNA, everyone has each other's DNA. Brothers and sisters at different levels. You need the alien beings to kind of keep you out of darkness, because without them you would stay in the 2nd dimension, or even the 1st dimension, or the 0 dimension, or no dimension, as your world will not be here anymore. So you need them. And some do need a reminder how valuable they truly are. Yes, they're not going through the tests that you're going through, and so there's a lot of sometimes anger towards them because they're not going through the pain as you are. But you need them at their high vibration to keep this world sustaining itself. Because the anger here is heavy, as you can see. Anger is all through society. Not in all places, but it is very strong. To heal the anger within the lost, there is a lot in your history that has not been mentioned, but you are slowly uncovering it. Now, yes, your demonic beings they have their moments on your world, don't they? They have treasure troves of information that they keep for themselves. Many of them are waiting for you to awaken, and they do bring in positive. Some do, but they have a mean punch when they do it, because they know a lot of souls here are very headstrong and hard to communicate with. Some of them are your old ancient wizards, or dark beings, and they prefer to stay in that realm until the world awakens. Yes, they have much knowledge of forbidden information that souls here are sometimes scared to connect to, because they might see the picture of themselves. They might see a mirror image of themselves, and they might not want to see that just yet, because these demonic beings have many trickeries. Yes, they're there to bring you down to their dimensions, but also they want you to listen to them, because you are here to heal them. But first, you are here to listen. You need all forms of existence, dark, light, neutral. You need it all to exist at all. God needed. There are just dark gods that are created. Oh yes, there are. Countless dark gods are created. I don't believe you have got a measure of that. There are ones more powerful than any other. There are dark gods more powerful than there are the positive gods. So some have been deceived by the positive ones in many cases of their power. So there's a lot to learn on your world. You are, yes, going into the chakras of your existence and awakening the true souls of who you are. Some of you have ghost incarnations still on this planet. Meaning, many of you have died on this world, and yes, you have a fractal. You're part of that fractal, meaning another fractal of you is still in the ghost dimension. Some of you have several ghosts still on this planet that have not been healed just yet. Some of you don't want them to be healed because you want to be able to have a reason to come back into this world. So you're warning from them. You're warning from your alien beings. You're warning from all sorts of energies. Though some of you look at the people you absolutely despise, such as those in your political world, you don't realize you have a strong positive connection with them. You just don't want to see it just yet. So those that you have a hatred for, you're actually warning from. But to uncover that and say, maybe I love this person instead of hate them. So there's another way of looking at your reality that has not been fully unraveled. It is time basically for humanity to, yes, see the other side of your world. The astral world will become more clear on your society. Your government shutdown is just a farce from what we see, but necessary. Everything that happens on your world is necessary. Even the most darkest situations, events, is necessary for soul growth. Because once again, souls on your world have neglected growing up for a long time. They come here to grow up. Even here they have difficulties growing up. Many of you wish to not incarnate it here again, so you are wanting to learn and grow as much as you can. So you have to connect back to the playground of darkness. This world is a necessity. It is not. Some alien beings do look down on it as children energies, but you are the brave ones. And the aliens are sometimes the scared ones. It's odd. Yes, there's always different opinions. But the brave ones are you. Anyone incarnated on this planet is a brave soul. All forms of life, even those of the wealthy, come down to those of the most poorest. Those of the most wealthy can be the most vicious to each other and dangerous. Yes, those of the poor also, but many do find a humbleness for themselves. And do see that we're all just the same. Those of the wealthy don't always see it that way. Some become monsters. Become dark entities, but not the good ones. There are good dark entities, there's bad ones. Some become very bad and basically want to feel that they're always God, always king over others. So yes, it is all on how you look at your world. It's not an easy world to look at. Even your aliens have difficulties looking at this planet, as they need darkness of their own to coexist with you. And you bring out that darkness very well in them, as some of them have been vicious to your planet. Once again, you need to learn through their darkness to find your light. You want to bring some of these aliens down to your level, but only for them to learn how your world operates. If you're going to help us, you need to become us. You need to incarnate here, but also if you're an alien being, you have to have these vices the same as us. Well, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Many of your aliens are indulging in that as alien beings. If they're all crisp, loving, and full of sugar and spice, I will not always trust those beings. Because you'd be surprised how much deception is around their vibrations. Vices make you who you are. There's no such thing as perfect. A problem, a coolness, a problem is needed, basically, for one that is just flawed. And have no problem showing those flaws. That is show you're connected to an honest alien. Those that show nothing but perfection, as you know from Heaven's Gate, can have a lot of deception around it. So as you awaken to the higher dimensions, much is needs to be understood of the rawness of being human. As yes, you're bringing your aliens down to your level. It's not a low level, but you want them to experience what you in. Many feel that this was a gift, and it is. It is a savage. It is a hard gift. But it's a gift of high knowledge. It is a gift of humbleness. Is it a gift that you are all the same? You are all basically on the same level. You might have talents that are a little bit different than others, and some different frequencies, than others, and there's jealousy. There should not be any jealousy, but then again, the soul needs to go through those emotions of jealousy. But you are here to basically, you are a mirror of each other. You are children of each other, parent of each other, a friend of each other, teachers of each other, at different levels. You're not here to be perfect. We are to realize you are here together as a family unit. And you're here to help each other with each other's flaws. If you have a gambling addiction, if you have a pornography addiction, whatever, you're here to help each other with each other's flaws and not to judge and to grow with each other's energies. And just to find the soul, the higher existence of basically moving to the next level, connecting to your aliens if you wish to do so. But the idea is so much karma here of feeling of empowerment over others is so powerful here, of just ego, yes, of the negative to be stronger, more powerful than others, arrogant over others, needs to be healed for you to truly grow. Because that will, when you feel like you're above others, that will eventually come back to you in a vicious way. And it will not be, and some are already dealing with it at this time through health and other factors. A humbled vibration will help you see the light more clearly. Yes, if you shut down, continue to shut down each other, this is right, that's not right, it will cause a difficulty in soul. It will slow growth down. If you accept each other's differences and grow within each other's vibrations, you feel a strength. It's like you just hook into each other's vibration. You know, it's like a puzzle piece. Each of you are puzzle pieces, and you're just here to lock into each other and build the bigger, you know, the main image. And you're just here to lock into the right spot, the right person, the right place, and grow. Others feel like they are the picture. It's all about them, and they have difficulties fitting in with everyone because they want everyone to follow what they want. There are different levels, yes, of ways of looking at this. Souls here of Atlantis, many Atlantean beings wanted once again power over others. Others wanted to give this gift to others, but yes, you had to learn it to achieve it. Many did not want to do so, yes. So now you're all kind of experienced. You are achieving that Atlantean knowledge here. You are all learning it little by little, schooling yourself with a higher knowledge. And it's not easy, isn't it? Because the more harder you are on yourselves, the harder the test is. The easier you're on yourself, the easier the test in a lot of ways. But many of you want it hard because you want to learn certain elements. You're improving yourselves on different levels, yes. And there are many that have to relive their lives. There's countless many that are here to do it, and some enjoy doing it, which, yes, can puzzle the mind, but some enjoy it, and they go to other worlds, continuing that cycle. It has a lot to do with community, friends. Their friends do it, they do it, and it becomes an epidemic. Your news media, yes, ran by Anunnaki forces. So I want you to know yourselves, of course. They don't even know themselves. AI is running much of your news media at this time. It's actually been going on for quite some time. And your human collective is showing what a high mind looks like by those that follow the mainstream. You have different forms of high mind on your planet already. Those are your major religions, your media groups, etc., etc. Those are quotes. Yes, if you don't believe in this, you have to eat meat on this day. It's a high mind mentality here. So your world is more alien than you might think. Those that have rules of their religion, if you eat meat at a certain time you turn to a vegetable or something. That shows you a high mind mentality trying to keep you locked into fear. As you release this fear, which is not easy, because the higher realms will actually take your fear and shove it, basically. They're happy to take it and release it for you, but you have to be willing to release it. The lower realms are sometimes willing to play with your fears, even jack it up a few to see how far you're going to go with your fear. Not only are you going to be afraid for the rest of your life, they want to see how far. So they turn up the oven, they make it worse for you. They can. Let going fears is not easy. Shutting out the past life energies is not an easy form, as you know. Shutting down the past life fears is not easy, but it's like sometimes if you want to change your appearance, it is worth it to break it. Because some of you look like you did in the past. Some incarnate, you look like you have not changed your facial features in many incarnations. And some do look like you. We're not going to go into details of that, but it carries an energy that's difficult to let go of. The foundations of your existence is simple. Let it go. And release these programmings, yes, it's up to you. How do you visualize the earth? But what's important is what spirit world do you come from? Because there are several. There's not just one. There's millions upon millions. Some of you have been a bird in your incarnation, not an alien bird, a little bird. Some of you have been chipmunks. Some of you have been fish. And connecting to a high mind is very easy because you're used to that. A group. You're used to, now you're in human form and you're trying to figure out how to be human. So you connect to the high minds of religion to kind of figure out what the hell you are now. Because some incarnate don't never know what they're going to be in the next life. There's quite a bit of that. Some just put miscellaneous. Kind of like time traveling to places you don't know where the hell you're going. There are many here that incarnate have no idea what they're going to do next. It doesn't mean you're going to be on this world. You might be on another world. Who knows? There's countless of those. So, yes, there's a message from many of why is there so many on your planet that are shut down? Don't remember their angel selves, their galactic selves, their aliens. There's a lot of interviews to do to find that out. There's millions of reasons, yes. But for the most part, your world isn't used to it. When you incarnate, you download the codes of your reality. Some of you push those codes out. It's like, I want to be awakened at a certain time. But others do not. Because they want to be accepted. They want to have family, kids. They want all this. When they connect to aliens, like, I'm going to be a weirdo. I don't want to be a weirdo. I want to blend in and have kids and live a decent life. So many of you that are in the awakening are few. But you're making the future easier. As you continue with your knowledge, people would not be afraid of your connections, but will welcome it. They're afraid of connecting to your worlds because they're so various. It's like they want to be able to talk about this publicly and not feel like a freak, basically. As many of you know, it does feel like a freak because you cannot go around and just open your mouth and say what's on your mind of your alien angelic. Yes, I was just talking to my spirit guide yesterday. And I just fired all of them, but before that I bought them lunch. You can't tell people these things. You can't tell these people that you had an argument with God. And that, you told him if he had a different hairstyle, maybe things would be better for him. You can't talk to your majority like this. Soon you will. or our version of soon is different. But you are, yes, paving the way for your future generations, where your aliens will be here so normal, so easy. This is, yes, this is like founding of America, or a country for that matter. It's not easy, as you can see. But you are opening up the alien dimensions a little bit quicker than we thought. So, yes, there's a strong energy there. Basically, many of you truly want to bring in the new realities of your alien worlds. And soon you will, in your own way. Nothing's 100%, of course, because you're still testing the waters of what you want to experience. Meaning that many of you are already opening up realities, timelines of alien visitations. You're testing the waters. Some of you might feel you're testing the waters. It's like you just feel everyone shutting it down. Not you, but others. But once again, you're putting that timeline out there for alien disclosure and awakening. So there's going to be different forms of it in your time. Well, we're not here to bring that up how you're going to do exactly. That is for you to discover. But we are here to assist, basically. The soul has come here feeling free, and then come into this planet and feel a version of free that is more, yes, prison reality. It is more mind control on all levels. Even some animals reflect mind control to the human, depending. It's like some animals are here built for that. Not your cat and dog, but there are other beings that are here to program your human, basically with fear. They're here to test you also. There's many levels of tests. Yes, releasing fear is one part of it. Now, is it your emotions that makes your world so fascinating? That's part of it. The most part, but there's many levels of it, that you disconnected from the universe altogether. And nobody knows what the hell you people are doing here. Because you keep it secret. Not even your aliens have a complete understanding of what you do on your planet. Not necessarily. They have an idea, but many of you have mystery around you. Majority of you do. You don't want anyone to know what you're up to here. What you're warning here, the aliens, they have an idea, but they don't have 100%. They're not allowed to. Some of you let it out, but most of you don't. Because you're here to develop the soul, advance it. And for an alien to know too much about you does not help your situation. The less you know, the better. Yes, there will be clues into your awakening, yes. But the aliens can easily unravel you. You say no to that. Because you think you get your minds erased by aliens. You erase their minds too. And of course they don't admit it. Because they don't remember, first off. So you're just as powerful as they are. You just don't think you are. So you think they have an upper hand on you. Think again. You might not see you manipulating their ships, but you can, and some have. So you have to just turn things around slightly. Because who's the most powerful of them all? Your planet is. You're going through all these tests. They have nothing like that on their dimensions. So yes, you're riding a bike to work or taking the bus. Something an alien being would never do. I do it, but even the thought of doing it terrifies them. Think about all your bodily functions that go wrong sometimes. They do not want that either. So realize who is, well, I would say you're a higher being, but who's the one that is a powerful energy? It is those of you on this planet. Now, intelligence levels, some choose to live a simple life, and some want to know everything and complicate it, and be miserable for the rest of their existence, as many of you know. Those that feel like they have all the knowledge, they always want knowledge, and just making their lives a living hell, basically. So sometimes the more simpler, the better. You might be called stupid by the arrogant energies here. It's so unfortunate. Because you need each other. There's no such thing as ignorance. A lot of it is the smartest one in the room. Is sometimes the dumbest, unfortunately. By your world standards, they're seen as smart because they have all this technical knowledge. But in the long run, they're kind of not the smartest at all, unfortunately. Because many of you go for a simplistic way of looking at the world. And actually, that is the right idea. So, because those like Elon Musk are very conflicted, confused, and many of you here just to simplify their existence here. It's like, yes, you're overpowering yourself, your brain's about to explode. Here, we'll heal that for you. But everyone is needed. Everybody is needed. You will be more queer over time. Unraveling this earth is not easy, because many still enjoy being the prize, the present, because you are basically packaged up, and the aliens try to unwrap you, and you say no. Going to the fourth dimension, many of you just say no, because you're having a good time where you are. But yes, it is time to unravel that, but unravel yourself in a way where you can connect to the higher powers. And that is what you're slowly getting used to. Connecting to your guides, angels, allowing the new earth to open up to you. The new earth is technically here in some aspects of it. The old earth is just better known. The new earth is still new. As you can see, you're cracking open your dimensional selves, higher dimensional outlooks. Not as easy as it might think, especially when you're talking to an empty room. When there's nobody there you can share it with. Family will think you're schizophrenic. Family, once again, used to the old world. They know how the parts work, all the moving energies. It is known to them, of course. So letting it go is not an easy aspect. So our vibration with you is to help you see yourselves. You might see a giant, you might see a pig, a dinosaur, whatever it might be. It is speaking through you. Let that soul open itself up. Are you a dragon? Are you a seahorse? What are you? Let that energy come out. If it's not the easiest, then your higher dimensional self is holding off for another day. But you can still slowly unravel it through your mind. Many of you are Native Americans, Indians, that lost their lives here, and now you're in the awakening. Some are very terrified to awaken because of the miseries what others are brought to them. It's like connecting to their spirits. Are you crazy? Now you're here to awaken one's soul, though. Blessings to you. We are from the higher dimensional realms of the angelic world. We will return for further in-depth connections. This is just a preview of our energy fields. As yes, we are here. We put your selves together, your human selves together, yes. One leg at a time. Alright. Hopefully that was helpful. Alright, yeah, that was heavy. Alright, much love everyone.